Hey everybody, I'm Alexis Meeks.
And I'm your host, Jim Cardinal. Happy Mortgage Monday.
Jim's going to walk us through obtaining a mortgage when you currently own a property and are looking to keep that property and buy another property.
Right. So, Alexis, there's two times when someone does it. First, if they have the ability to qualify and they just don't want to sell the house until they're comfortable and all set up in the new one, it's always a great way to do that if you can afford to do that. But the second way that sometimes people hold on to properties is if they want to hold it on to the property as a rental property. And that poses some more challenges, and it seems like, we've been able to figure out a lot of them, but I often get referrals from agents. In fact, I did this week where people were not being able to get qualified by the other lender because of this situation where they're going to rent out their current residence.
Great. So it sounds like if you currently own a home and you're going to sell it after you purchase so that you're comfortable and everything like that, that's probably a little easier to get the loan. What about
it is, they do have to qualify as long as they can qualify.
Right. On the rental side, are there any additional challenges or?
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think, where a lot of the lenders run into some issues if they're not looking at the whole picture. I'll just tell you about this referral that I got last week, and that was basically we had folks that were looking to put minimum down, so we had to go FHA with them to purchase their new house. But the problem was that the current mortgage is an FHA loan, and of course you can't have two of those unless there's certain specifications, and these folks didn't meet those specifications, and frankly a lot of people wouldn't, just because it's pretty restrictive. You have to be moving out of the area, or your family size would have increased from the time that you actually bought the house, and that really wasn't the case with these folks. So what they were looking to do is rent out that property, keep the property, but we couldn't have two FHA loans, so we're refinancing that loan into a conventional loan, and then we're going to do an FHA purchase on there. So that sounds kind of simple, except for the fact that the other lender was looking at doing that, but they couldn't qualify them doing it because they didn't realize that on a Freddie Mac loan, you actually can't count rental income unless you've shown a 2-year track record of being a landlord, which kind of makes a little bit of sense. But Fannie Mae, if you know those guidelines, doesn't require that. You simply just need the first year or a lease and the first month's deposit, and we'll actually count that rental income to qualify or to offset that current mortgage payment. So that's how we were able to qualify those folks. And every scenario is different, but I've seen a lot of referrals come my way, thankfully, because other lenders are having challenges trying to figure out how to do those two things, either one of those two scenarios where they're just trying to buy and then close later, or if they're really trying to hold on to the property and rent it for a long term. So, it's just something to be aware of, and if this week you run into anyone in that scenario, think of me, Jim Cardinal, and of course FHA, USDA, VA, 203K loans. Think of me, Jim Cardinal, 281-0077. Make it a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.